everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, Jessica in Progress. My name is Jessica, and today we have got the 2023 OwlCrate Advent Calendar, Timeless Tales. Okay, so at the time of filming, the Advent Calendar is currently still available on the website. It is listed as $64.99, but after shipping and state taxes, I paid $81.49 for this. Now, this is a 12-day Advent Calendar. There are 4 spoilers / sneak peeks on the website, but based off the pictures, I'm thinking they're actual spoilers, but we'll see. There is no book in here, and it's supposedly going to contain 2 scented items and 1 drinkable item. Now, that is all that I really looked into it, aside from looking at last year's calendar to kind of decide if this one was worth it or not. And I am hesitant about that, which is why we're gonna unbox it with you to see if you think that the calendar is worth it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up for the first time. Oop. We've got ourselves a card, and then it's got a scratch off spoiler card, which is really nice. So you can actually like scratch it off and not immediately spoil yourself. Okay, and then we've got some very simple brown packaging here. So like this is gonna be our 10th day, and it looks like that is the best that we are going to get with packaging. It's not too bad. I enjoy the stickers. I like those. So let's go ahead and start opening these with day number 1. The first thing here, is a really pretty green beanie. This reminds me of the first year in OwlCrate. They have this Peter Pan green beanie that I think I still have, but yeah, it is a very nice, thick quality. Look at this embroidery here. We've got this embroidered sword here. It reminds me a lot of the bookmark that we embroidered for one of the other boxes, but it is just a solid green beanie. Good fit, nice and warm. I kind of wish it was a little longer. That way I could wear it like a slow ponytail, or like the ponytails that I usually wear with it to cover my ears fully. But otherwise, looks okay to me. I really like this. I really like this item, so it's a strong start. So it is just a fandom neutral beanie. We have here that it's designed by Keeley Studios at Keeley Studios. So let's move on to day 2. If I had to guess, I would think this is a bath bomb. So let's see. Oh, no, it is a candle. Calcifier's Hearth. So this is going to be another Howl's Moving Castle item. Or it seems like OwlCrate has been favoring Howl's Moving Castle a lot lately. This is going to smell like fire, apple, citrus, vanilla, clove. Oh, and that smells absolutely divine. That is really good. This looks like a 2-ounce candle. Let me see. I would buy like a whole 3-wick of this. It's really, really nice. Calcifier's Hearth candle, inspired by Howl's Moving Castle, created by Flick the Wick. On the 3rd day of magic, Oswald gave it to me. I'm not gonna do it for all of that, I promise. But 3rd day of magic, we've got a bag. It sounds like a necklace. Their bag has, you may now enter the Sealy Court, and then it's got our little Oswald the Owl on the back. And then I think this is the correct way to pull it out. Oh, there's also a ring in there? There's also a ring in there. The folk were of another world with its own rules and customs. We've got ourselves here. It's a 2-sided pendant, so this is kind of like a flower iris something. And then on the other side, I'll just flip the whole thing over. We have a sword there. The length of the necklace, I'm not even gonna clasp it. It's at its longest, this is about its length, if we ignore my other necklace. And then at its little chain clasp right here, at its shortest, it would be a little choker piece, like so. The ring that came with it, it feels kind of very metal, but that's fine. It fits on my pinky like most other rings that comes from boxes. It's a nice, like, vine type shape, and it looks like you could probably stretch it. So if I wanted it, I'm gonna stretch it, maybe, to be bigger. Okay, it's a difficult stretch. So for me, it's a pinky ring, but my pinky is like a size 7, so it might be good for you. Yeah, I can kind of get it to there on my index. This is why I don't like rings in anything, because you can never guarantee someone's fingers. Like, for me, any average size ring is only going to be a pinky ring for me. I had the same complaint about the Sweet Box for Once Upon a Book Club. I don't like getting rings in it because my hands are big. And they always have been. Like, my finger has always been a size 9. Like, back when I was in high school and 80 pounds thinner, it was still a size 9. It's a size 9 now. I have the same sized ring as my husband, so sometimes we switch rings. It's really funny. Ring and necklace for day 3. Let's scratch her off. Day 3, Sealy Court Jewelry Set by Reader Society, inspired by folklore. Day number 4 is another nice big bag, and here we are. Ooh, some socks. Kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It is splendid to find out there are so many of them in this world. So this is inspired by Annie of Green Gables, which was a spoiler inspiration on the website. Okay, here is the front. So let's go ahead and open these up. I love socks. I was just saying how I needed to buy more. I don't know if these will fit either, because another problem of big hands is big feet. And I have size 11 feet. So we have, so here's the blue sock pattern, which is just pinky swears, a red-headed girl and a black-headed girl. And then on this one here, we've got floral with the red-headed girl and a black-headed boy. Compare feet. Oh my god. So I think on a stretch it'll fit me, but a laying flat, the ankle stops where my ankle starts. Again, that's a size 11 foot for you right there. I think if you're an average sized foot person, these would be fine though. Okay, 2 pairs of socks. Day 4, Kindred Spirit socks, inspired by Anne of Green Gables, designed by Jenny LaCour. Day number 5. Cute little tin. I'm assuming this is the tea, or it might just be a tea can, but here is our can here. It's got a lot of fall, autumn magic vibes. Twist open. Oh, and it's empty. It's a cute little thermos. Day number 5, we have a fabled drinking tumbler designed by Maria Boutine. Maria Boutine illustrations, and then there is her and it is inspired by folklore and fairy tales. Is that just generic, or is that like an actual thing? It's lowercase, so I'm assuming it's just generic folklore and fairy tales. Day number 6, halfway through our calendar here. Oh, here's the tea. Into Gold, an OwlCrate exclusive tea. All right, and then the tea says, so the fairy silver brought you a monster of fire into the gold. And then, and me a monster of ice. And then here are ingredients back here. It's a decaf tea with peach as a main flavor, it looks like, as well as ginger and orange peels. It's sugar-free, gluten-free, nut and dairy, and decaf. Actually, let's open it and smell it. Very peach forward, and the orange in the back. It is a loose leaf tea here. Into Gold Tea Blend, inspired by Spinning Silver by Riddle's Tea Shop. All right, halfway through the calendar, what do we think so far? On to day 7 here. Thinking this is gonna be our bookmark. So let's see. My hair is crazy as always. Okay. And it's packed in there. I'm gonna have to rip this, aren't I? Nope, there we go. Okay, and we got ourselves a dragon. The middle symbol here looks like American dragon. It looks kind of Sleeping Beauty inspired. I can't tell you for sure. It's got a little tassel, but I really like this. It's nice plated here, just full gold on the back. Yeah. I really like this bookmark. I really like the dragon and the little flowers on the bottom. I don't know if that's just Cinderella or if it's something else. So let's... Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. So let's find out. So day 7 here, we've got our Dragon Bond Metal bookmark. It is inspired by Fourth Ring, but also by European folklore. So Sleeping Beauty. And then it is designed by Sierra Illustrations. Day 8. We've got day 8. It's another little thing. Here we are. And we've got a pin. Ooh. It's got a raven on it and a little key that's flying next to it. It says, "Distantly I remember it was the bleak December." Okay, so it is inspired by The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, designed by Keeley Studios again. The Midnight Dreary Lapel Pin, inspired by The Raven, designed by Keeley Studios. Again, I'm not a pin person, but I really like that one. Like, if I were a pin person, I would be very impressed. It's day number 9. Here we are. So we've got ourselves a tiny mirror that says, "Be sure." Nothing on the back here, but it is a autumn wood scene. One thing I will say with this is that it is a hanging mirror. It has a little thing to hang, but I kind of wish that it had a backing to stand up on. I think you can also unscrew it back here and make it a picture frame and get rid of the mirror, possibly. I've got a little extra metal right here, which is kind of annoying. But otherwise, it looks really well crafted. I'm gonna have to Windex this immediately because I put my fingerprints all over it. I wish it had a backing or something, because hanging this little thing, like what am I gonna do with this as a hanging mirror? Like, it would, you know. It's better than a tiny little compact mirror that they had last time though, so I'll give them that. Day number 9, that was the wooden portal mirror inspired by The Wayward Children, designed by Flutter and Fern. On to day 10, which is in this oblong package. Let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so we've got ourselves a puzzle, little test tube puzzle. I guess this is the picture of the puzzle here. This little book and ink pot with tea. So we've got a little test tube puzzle, and it is sealed, so you don't have to immediately worry about losing all of your pieces. How many pieces is this? 150 pieces, and then we've got a little scan barcode for a bigger image. So that's nice. Little puzzle. Dream Library puzzle, designed by Jordan Kincaid and created by Micro Puzzles. On to day number 11. And here we are. Oh, we've got ourselves a small little kind of lunch bag tote. It's the same kind of fabric as one of the totes that we had earlier. It's a canvas-ish tote. We've got ourselves a rose on it, and then it has just one pocket here with a small pocket here. Not that small though, so that's nice. Okay, it's got this little handle and then this big handle that will then stretch out to that much to be at my hip. A nice little bag. I like the green color of it. This is gonna pick up so much dog hair. That was day number 12. That was day number 12. I was scratching off day number 11 and I was like, that's not what this was at all. So I opened day number 12, which is the Enchanted Rose Corduroy Tote, inspired by Beauty and the Beast and other retellings by Kaylee Studios. So surprised that was your last day. Here's day number 11, your penultimate day. Whoops. So day number 11 is going to be the last one that we open, because we already opened number 12. We've got ourselves some bath thing. No. Marmy's favorite marmalade body butter. So yeah, bath thing. Bath thing. Okay, let's see here. Love is a great beautifier. This is a cranberry apple marmalade with subtle notes of cinnamon and clove. And then we've got just like a little bakery scene on both sides there. Day number 11 was our big box here. It's the Marmy's Favorite Marmalade Body Butter by Fiction Bath Co., inspired by Little Women. And then they also give us a QR code to unlock an exclusive ebook edition of Little Women, designed by Michelle Gray. Let's see everything all together. All right, so here is everything that we have unpacked from our box. I have to say, it's a major step up from what I've seen from last year's calendar. I think it is pretty much worth the price. I think the value that you get from here is really good, especially with like the beanie and the bag alone, plus all of the other things that are in here. They're decent, they're really good to decent quality. I don't think any of them is like bad. I don't think anything is like, I don't think anything's really a fail, except maybe the puzzle, which is just a little out there and so vastly different from the rest of everything here. It looks like there was a very clear theme and color scheme with it as well, being more fairy folktale than it directly inspired by anything modern. For the most part. There's also a very green pattern in here, which is really nice in my opinion, again, being someone that's not a big Christmas person. I really like the bookmark. I think the things that are my favorite in here is going to be the beanie and the bookmark. I would love to use the spray, the body butter, and I think the tea is going to taste really, really good as well. Unfortunately for me, but it's probably not going to be a problem for anyone else, is the ring is very small, and I think the socks are also going to be too small for my big feet. I don't know if I'll get any use out of this thermos, but I'll try. But I think overall, it's a very good, well put together and well themed advent calendar. And I think if you like fairy tale stuff and just general reading stuff, this is really good. I kind of wish it was a little more like reading. Since it's like a book subscription, I would want there to be more book centric items. So I would have been fine if instead of the puzzle, we had gotten more bookmarks or something like that. The mirror is the thing that's throwing me off, and I think it's just because to me it perceives as one of a more useless item. It's not made in such a way that I can use it easily without it just being like open on a desk or something. Like it's a little too sharp and ragged to be thrown in the purse. There's also no covering for it, so I imagine if throwing it in a purse, it would just get, you know, scratched up a little bit. But I think if you're like a high schooler and you have like a locker, I think it'd be a great little locker mirror. Overall, I really like it. Definitely gonna get a lot of use out of the beanie. As for everything else, they are mostly usable items, which is also something that I look forward, which is something that I look for in like boxes, subscriptions and stuff. Like you can use the body butter, you can burn the candle, you can drink the tea, the thermos is drinkable, the jewelry is wearable, the socks are wearable, the bookmark is usable. Like everything here is a usable item and not like a trinket. So I think it would have, for the most part, I mean, the pin is kind of a trinket, but some people, that's usable as well. I think the mirror is kind of the trinket-iest item, but I don't think that the mirror is going to find itself on my shelf. I kind of wish it went for something more like, here is something to rest on your shelf. Which again, would have been fixed with a stand. So that, I think, is my thoughts on it. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. The standout things stand out, like the good standout things stand out more than any of like the okay, whatever items, like the puzzle. Like I completely forget about the puzzle because everything else is just so, hey, look at us, we're really pretty. And I think the puzzle is also the most off theme of it because it's this purple pink thing when everything else is very much green and gold. So that's it. That is the Advent calendar, the Timeless Tales Advent calendar on OwlCrate. Do you think it's worth it? What's your favorite item? Really good. I really liked it. It was really good. I'm gonna have to give my sister the jewelry though. Anyway, that's been everything. Have a great day. Goodbye.